that the Most High don't have his hand on. He got his hand on everything. He is the power. That's what they got to do it real sneakily. You know what I mean? Real sneaky in what they do. But they don't know the power that I serve. He's the power of powers. The Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's worthy to be praised for everything. Hallelujah to his holy name. So today I want to go into how we as the Israelites we scattered among the we scattered among the Gentiles, and we are considered Gentiles. We scattered among the heathen, and we are considered heathens as Israelites, and scattered among the nations. These are very key points to be able to see. Once you see this, then you'll see that when you go to certain scriptures in the New Testament, so-called New Testament, I'll say, then it'll give you more understanding on how these scriptures are talking to the Israelites. We the Israelites, and not the other nations. They fit in where they fit in as the Most High bring them into our conversation. Just like with us, you know, they only fit in when they fit in when you're around them. Once you're not around them, most of our life is amongst each other. When you say it's amongst ourselves. Just like they're amongst themselves. Except for those that are joined to them. That have their spirit. And what I mean by that is they pretty much function in their world. So let's go into it. As always, Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. That's in the name of the Lord and Savior, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Him, by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. That's how we give thanks to the Most High by Mashiach Yahushua. So let's look at Isaiah 61. Isaiah 61. I'm going to try and go a little slower, because I was told sometime I'll be in the spirit, I'll be moving, so I'm going to try and go a little slower, slow down a little bit. Isaiah 61, and we're going to look at verse 8 and 9. It says, we'll start at 7. Isaiah 61 and 7. But we're going to read 8 and 9 all the way to 11. So Isaiah 61 and 7. For your shame, ye shall have double. See? For the shame that we see that's come upon us, we're going to have double. And for confusion, they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore, in their land shall they possess the double. In our land, where the Most High put us in our land, we're going to possess the double. Israel, the Israelites, everlasting joy shall be upon them. You see? That joy is going to last forever. Everlasting means forever and ever and ever and ever. Past eternity. Verse 8. For the Most High, power of Abraham, who had a son named Isaac, who had a son named Jacob, who became the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, who the Most High say he is, this is his name forever, the moral of all generations, love judgment. He loved judgment. I hate robbery for burnt offering, and I will direct their work in truth. He's going to direct our work in the truth, which is the laws of the Most High, his rules and regulations, the Most High's rules and regulations. And I will make an everlasting covenant or contract or agreement with them. So that's going to last forever. And their seed shall be among the, and their seed shall be known among the Gentiles. You see? Our lineage. Our children that we're going to have. So little going to have 1,000, small going to have the whole strong nation. So these children we're going to have going to be known among these other nations. See, this Gentile talking about the other nations. And their offspring among the people. You see? Offspring means your lineage. Your children. Going to be known among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them. All that see is going to acknowledge us, that they are the seed which the Most High hath blessed. Don't that sound good? Because right now we the seed that the Most High have cursed. But he's blessing some of us that's coming back to his laws, statutes, commandments, and ain't dealing with no formality, just talking a good talk, but ain't walking a good walk. But we that are actually doing what we're supposed to do and following his laws, statutes, and commandments, his rules and regulations, we're coming back to him. He's blessing us. Listen, because he said he would in Deuteronomy 28 and 1 to 2. Listen, I will greatly rejoice in the Most High. My soul shall be joyful in my power. How you joyful in the Most High power and you only want to give him so much time? Oh, that's enough for him. And yet still you want him to give you all his time. You want him to pay attention to you, but you only got so much time you want to give him. You know what it said? I will greatly rejoice in the Most High. My soul shall be joyful in my power. For he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation. You hear this, Israelites? He clothed us with the garments of salvation. He hath covered me with the robe of righteousness. As a bridegroom decketh himself with ornaments, and as the bride adorneth herself with her jewels. See? Beautiful. That's how he decked us out. He clothed us with righteousness. How is that? By coming and following his laws. Learning them, living them, applying them in our life once the book is closed. That's why you learn something to know how to continue to do it. Like you learn how to ride a bike. You ain't got to be taught how to ride a bike again. You know how to swim, you know how to swim. Certain things you know how to do, you know how to do it. Do you have to keep being told the dietary laws when you went to Leviticus 11th chapter and seeing what you can eat and what you can't eat? You don't have to keep going over that over and over and over again. You're supposed to know. Listen, for as the earth bringeth forth her bud, Most High bring forth the bud of the spring, and as the garden causes the things that are sown in it to spring forth, so the Most High power will cause righteousness and praise to spring forth before all the nations. And that's what he's doing right now in this wicked ass world that we in. Right here, he's doing it right now. He causing praise to spring forth before all the nations. With those that are coming back to his law, statutes, and commandments. We're giving him praise and honor for everything. Isaiah 66 and 18. For I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come, and I will gather all nations and tongues, all nations and languages. And they shall come and see my glory. They will come and see Mashiach Yahushua being set upon the throne to rule for 1,000 years. All nations. And I will set a sign among them. And I will send those that escape of them unto the nations. To Tarshish, Pur, and Lud that draw the bow. Draw the bow to Tubal and Javan, to the isles afar off, that have not heard my fame. But I thought man won't fame. You what the Most High said, heard of his fame. Neither have seen my glory. He gonna send them to those in those islands and different places, them lands that have not known his name. They ain't seen his name, the fame of his name. You know, and they ain't seen his glory. And they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles. See that? We got to declare his glory among the Gentiles. And they shall bring all my brethren for an offering unto the Most High out of all nations upon horses. That's what these nations going to do. They're going to bring us upon horses and in chariots and in litters and upon mules and upon swift beasts to my holy mountain Jerusalem, saith the Most High, as the children of Israel bring an offering to a clean vessel into a house of the Most High. We're going to bring this offering to the Most High in a clean vessel, because he's going to wipe away all our sins, if it's the Most High will. And I will also take of them for priests and for Levites, said the Most High. We're going to be priests and we're going to be kings in the kingdom. And as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, you hear that? He's going to make a new heaven and a new earth, shall remain before me. And you know, he's going to change it all the way it is now. This filthy, nasty earth. He's going to dismantle it completely. And set up a new heaven and a new earth. Said the Most High, so shall your seed and your name remain. See? The righteous seed, not the wicked seed, but the righteous seed, and our name going to remain. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, that's the first day of the month, and the seventh day of every week, that's the Sabbath, and the holy convocations are Sabbaths, shall all flesh come to worship before me, said the Most High. They shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. So all you think that you're going to do whatever you want to do, however it's going to be, he said you're going to have your carcasses. That's going to be right there. We talking about new moon, Sabbaths. We talking about holy convocations. You know what it said? And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses. That's the dead bodies of the men that have transgressed against me, for their worms shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be a abhorring unto all flesh. And they're going to be a hating to all flesh. So the worms not going to die, so it means that Most High going to keep putting flesh on it. The worms going to eat the flesh up, they ain't going to die. Continue to eat it up again, put flesh on it, eat it up again. The fire's going to be burning it up. As the worms eat it up, you're going to see this. Flesh come back on it again, burn it up again. Flesh come on it again, burn it up over and over and over again. Boom, I hate to see this. But as it is written, the Most High says it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Let's book it at Jeremiah 14 and 19. Jeremiah 14 and 19. I'm going to read to the end. Hast thou utterly rejected Judah? Has thy spirit loathed Zion? Why hast thou smitten us, and there is no healing for us? We look for peace, and there is no good. And for the time of healing, and behold, trouble. Don't we feel that it's time of Jacob's trouble right now? It's fitting right where we at right now, people. Those that have ears to hear and understand, that's where we at. We acknowledge, O Most High, our wickedness and the iniquity of our fathers, for we have sinned against thee. A lot of you want to talk, y'all want to blame man. But it's the sins that we committed against the Most High. If you don't know, ain't no excuse. Do Esau say it's okay? Because you didn't know the law when you broke it? No, there's a judgment he's going to bring on you. Same way with the Most High. That's why we acknowledge our, O Most High, our wickedness and the iniquity of our fathers. For we have sinned against thee. Do not abhor us. Do not hate us, Most High, for thy name's sake. Yahshua Allah, Yah, within our name, for your name's sake. Do not disgrace the throne of thy glory. Remember, break not thy covenant with us. Don't break your agreement, your contract with the children of Israel. We're crying to them. And are there any among the vanities of the Gentiles that can cause rain? Or can the heavens give showers? Art not thou he, O Most High, our power? Therefore we will wait upon thee, for thou hast made all these things. See? Ain't nobody that can do what the Most High does. He does everything. He worthy to be praised for everything. And this is how we got to deal with him. These are examples and ammunition that we use that works. Crying unto him as such. Verse 20, we acknowledge, O Most High, our wickedness and the iniquity of our fathers. For we have sinned against thee. This is marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. Whether you hear or forbear. All you prideful ones that can't do this, you're going to die. You're going to be the ones that we just read about. We're going to see them carcasses where the worms never die and the fires never quench. Because my came and warned us again about that. It's going to be gnashing of teeth and so forth. That's why you don't want to be there. Go to Lamentations 2, the 2nd chapter. Lamentations 2, and we'll start at verse 1 to 10. How hath the Most High covered the daughter of Zion, the 12 tribes of Israel, with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remembered not his footstool in the day of his anger, remembered not this earth in the day of his anger. The earth is his footstool. So forget the earth, forget those. That's why he told us in Hosea 5 and 15. That's what he told us. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense. That's why you just heard us crying to the Most High about the wickedness that we have done in our fathers, our forefathers. He said, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face in their affliction, like we see him over and over again, in your face. They will seek me early. Hopefully when you seek him, he could be found. Because he said, hey, he's sending his counselors out. The middle of the Most High counseling, trying to gather the children of Israel back to the sheepfold, and a lot of you just playing around. You laughing. You think this is some kind of gathering or some kind of hangout or something of that nature. You better get this spiritually. That's the only way you're going to make it in these trying times. You got a spiritual connection with the Most High. You better look at this, because I'm dealing with the Spirit a lot. The law of the Spirit. So if you're not really seeing it, you better, none of you inquire any questions, you better know, because you ain't got no questions that you ask to bring yourself to a higher level of spirituality, so you're supposed to already be there. Especially all you prideful ones that think you know and don't know. Well, you're going to be tested for sure. Ain't going to be no excuse. Ain't going to be no excuse. We don't have no excuse. Mind you, everybody, there was a time when between Malachi and Matthew, when you go in the Apocrypha, you see the wicked king Antiochus, the Greek king Antiochus. He was wicked, man. That dude was, anybody found with the Bible following the laws of the Most High was put to death. So what y'all gonna do then? You better know it. It better be here. And you better be willing to stand for what it is that you say you believe. It'll be hurtful to see all y'all just give in. Know some of you gonna do it though. That's right now in this hell, he purging out the rebels. You see it. Verse 15. Listen. I'll start at Lamentations 2 and verse 2. Select it. The Most High has swallowed up all the inhabitants of Jacob and have not pitied. Hear this? So where do you fit into this? You fit somewhere. If not, you better look at our people, because it's happening. Because he said, the Most High has swallowed up all the habitations of Jacob and have not pitied. He have thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah, broke all our defense cities down. He have brought them down to the ground. He have polluted the kingdom and the princes thereof. Polluted us. He the one that polluted us. Now y'all wonder where brain polluted came from. Here it is right here. Not brainwashed. He say he polluted us. Our brains were polluted. That's why we destroyed for lack of knowledge. He polluted us. He have cut off in his fierce anger all the horn of Israel, all the power of Israel. He cut off all the power of Israel by his fierce anger. being angry. He have drawn back his right hand. He drew back. Mashiach Yahushua, this right hand. He draw back his right hand from before the enemy. He ain't letting them fight our battles. That's why you see us being killed. What's the verdict? Not guilty. Because it's written. It would be as such. He drew back his right hand from the enemy. And he burned against Jacob like a flaming fire which devours round about. Don't sound like a lot of love to me. That's why when you look at what he did to us, you hear what he's done to us. Now you tell me that these nations that don't believe in the Most High, all of a sudden the last minute, the end of the world, now they're going to come and believe in the Most High. They say all the gods of the nations are idols. In Psalm 96 and 5, all of a sudden now, they not going to get this. But we're going to get this, and we the chosen. But they don't have to go through this. Y'all better think again. It is written, he said he's going to visit the sins of those that are Edomites. Lamentations 4:22. And he burned against Jacob like a flaming fire, which devoured round about. He had bent his bow like an enemy. He stood with his right hand as an adversary. He stood with a Mashiach Yahushua's right hand as an enemy against us, and slew all that were pleasant to the eye in the tabernacle of the daughter of Zion. He poured out his fury like fire. All you beautiful people of Israel, the Israelites, he brought you down. Stripped you butt naked. They whipped you. They raped you. They did everything you could imagine by the anger of the Most High. Killed you too. The Most High was as an enemy. Now you tell me he's like this with his chosen people. He's not going to be like that with the people that he hate. The people that's following the ones that he hate. All they got to do is just call on the name of the Lord. They're going to be saved. Are you serious? You know what he said? The Most High was as an enemy. He has swallowed up Israel. He has swallowed up all her palaces. He has devoured his strongholds and have increased in the daughter of Judah mourning and lamentation. You hear that? That's crying, people. That's sadness to the utmost from the Most High. And he have violently taken away his tabernacle as if it were a garden. You picking your plants out the garden. He have destroyed his places of the assembly. You know where to go to assemble yourselves to worship him. The Most High have caused the solemn feast and the Sabbath to be forgotten in Zion, and have despised in the indignation of his anger the king and the priest. You know? He despised us. The Most High have cast off his altar. He have abhorred his sanctuary. He hated the place where we would come to worship. He have given up into the hand of the enemy the walls of her palaces. They have made a noise in the house of the Most High as in the day of a solemn feast. Hollering. Having a good time. It ain't no good time. The Most High have purposed to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. He have stretched out a line. He have not withdrawn his hand from destroying. Therefore he made the rampart and the wall to lament, to cry, and languish together. That's the Most High did. We don't want to follow him, so this is what he said I'm going to do to you. Her gates are sunk into the ground. He have destroyed broken her bars, all our security. Gates just thrown down to the ground. All our security done away with. Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles, among these nations. You see? So I said we're going to cover this, because we are the Gentiles that's among the Gentiles also. But here this is talking about these other nations as they brought us down in captivity, slavery, and bondage over and over and over again for not following the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, his rules and regulations. The law is no more. Her prophets also find no vision from the Most High. Most High ain't even dealing with them. Ain't no vision coming to them. Why? Because the Most High brought us down for not following the laws. You what it say? The law is no more. Don't that sound familiar? We're not under the law. We're under mercy and grace. That's why these people that say that, they're going to be brought down, cast into the lake of fire. Because he's telling you, the law is no more. Her prophets also find no vision from the Most High. But they say the Most High said. The Most High ain't said nothing. Satan talking to them. He said they don't find no vision from the Most High because the law is no more. That's his rules and regulations. You ain't got to follow me, but yet still you going to tell me that the Most High going to deal directly with you? He's saying something to you? I don't think so. That's what he's saying. The elders of the daughter of Zion, the 12 tribes of Israel, the elders of the 12 tribes of Israel sit upon the ground. That's at a low state, y'all. And keep silent, shut their mouth up. They have cast up dust upon their heads. This is sad. This is humility. They have girded themselves with sackcloth. This is humility. The virgins of Jerusalem hang down their heads to the ground because they ain't going to be raped. They were raped. Hang down their heads to the ground. Because they're going to be raped. And raped. And raped. Continually. And have no power over it. From captivity to captivity to captivity. Go to the book of Ezekiel, the 4th chapter. Go start at verse 10. And it reads, and thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be thy weight, 20 shekels a day. From time to time shalt thou eat it. Thou shalt drink also water by measure. The 6th part of an hin, from time to time shalt thou drink. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight. It's terrible. It's the first thing he told him. So you're going to make cakes of man's boo-boo, for a lesser word. You make your cake and bake it with dung. That's doo-doo. That's boo-boo. Doo-doo, boo-boo, whatever. That cometh out of man in their sight. Make sure Israel see. This is what you put in this mixture of this cake batter. Man's boo-boo. In the sight of the Israelites. And the Most High said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. See, we're going among these Gentiles, and he said, this is what we're going to eat. Boo-boo. Bread made with the batter of boo-boo in it. But he said, man's boo-boo. Man's doo-doo. This how we're going to eat our bread. And it's no different than how you look at our people eating pork, all of the nasty things that they eat, catfish, shrimp, lobster, oysters, chitlins, all the things you can think of that's filthy, nasty, that eat doo-doo, shrimp and so forth, crabs, all these things that eat doo-doo. He had to clean the waters and clean the ground. Eat clean to keep the ground clean. We eat doo-doo. They say you are what you eat. That's what he says what we're going to do. When we're going to be defiled. We're going to eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. Say, then said I, Most High, behold, my soul hath not been polluted. My spirit, my body has not been polluted. Ezekiel's crying out to the Most High. My body has not been polluted. For from my youth up, even till now, have I not eaten of that which dieth of itself, or is torn to pieces, neither came there abominable flesh into my mouth. Because we followed the dietary law. You tell them, man, I followed the dietary law from my youth. Never have I eaten anything that's defiled. Same thing with Peter when he was bringing down, all these 4-footed wild beasts and the sheep. It wasn't about what Ezekiel's in here. It was about wild Israelites. Like we got to deal with. Trying to tell them, look, man, you got to come back to the Most High. Law, statutes, commandments, have faith in the Mashiach Yahushua. Stop being wicked. Stop following these poach. I mean, the preacher telling you got to follow the Most High by telling them that they're not under the law, under the Most High. That's saying you got to follow him. He's insignificant. He took the time to give us 613 laws, and all those say that is not important, you better understand. It didn't tell you got to follow the law of the land. But you ain't got to follow the Most High. So who's your power? You figure it out. It don't take a rocket science to figure that out. They tell you their power. They stress that real plain and clear. Verse 15, then he said unto me, lo, I have given thee cow's dung for man's dung, and thou shalt prepare thy bread therewith. Still say you're going to have boo-boo, but it's going to be cow's boo-boo instead of man's boo-boo. And that's how you look at us. How we're going to be among these heathen, among these Gentiles. You just leave it like it is, because I'm going to deal with among the heathen too. But among these other nations called the Gentiles, which means Gentile means nations, that's all. It says, moreover he said unto me, verse 16, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment, that they may want bread and water. So it's going to be a little bit. So we ain't going to get as much as we want. That's what we say, we're going to want bread and water, and be astonished one with another, and consume away for their iniquity. See? Now you think iniquity is sin. Now you think in your wildest dreams that you can do whatever you want to do and it's okay. No. He said we're going to consume away for our sins. Trespassing the laws of the Most High. He said consume away. For breaking his laws. So everybody is not following his laws. They have the opportunity to come into the kingdom. Like everybody that's following his laws? No. No way. Hosea 8 and 8. Hosea 8 and 8. Hosea 8 chapter, the 8th verse. Israel is swallowed up. So we swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. See? He said we're going to be among the Gentiles, among these nations, as a vessel wherein there is no pleasure. It's not going to be a happy time we're going to have. It's not going to be a happy time that we're going to have in being among these Gentiles, said, as a vessel, because you're in captivity. That's what he's talking about. We're going to be among these Gentiles, and we'll be a vessel where there's no pleasure. We're not going to be pleased to be among these nations. You can say John 6 and 35. St. John 6 and 35. And Yahushua said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. When we're talking about the bread and the water in measure, because they didn't see it much. Just like a lot of you don't see a Mashiach Yahushua here in Ezekiel, there in Jeremiah, there in Isaiah, there in, the angel of the Most High. You don't see him as the angel of the Most High in the Old Testament. That's why he said, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. That's our power. Joel 3 and 9. Joel 3 and 9. Joel 3:9. Proclaim this among the Gentiles. So we're talking about these other nations. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Hear that? Tell the other nations outside from the 12 tribes of Israel, say, prepare war. Say, wake up your mighty men. Wake up your army, your navy, your marines, your air force. And tell them, prepare for war. So let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, he said. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your puny hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. All your farming utensils, you better beat them into all the ordinances that you can make to get ready for war. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Most High, the angels to come down. Let the heathen be awakened. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Over there in that far east. He said he's going to sit there to judge all the heathen round about. Listen, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. You know, the sickle, that's something like a golf club with those little edges on the side of it that you chop down weeds and chop down the crops with it. Say, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The vats overflow, for their wickedness is great. So you know their wickedness is great, and you know there's nothing but wickedness here in America. And all those that's committing fornication with America, Babylon the Great, they're going to be thrown down too. Because the wickedness is great in this world. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua is near in the valley of decision. We're coming down to judge and make war. The sun and the moon shall be darkened from all the missiles and the destruction that's going to be in the air. You don't see no sun. You don't see no moon. Nothing but soot. Dark smoke. And the stars shall withdraw their shining, because there ain't going to be no stars to be seen. All you're going to see is soot. Dark smoke. The Most High also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Most High will be the hope of his people. He's going to be the hope of his people. Who is his people? And the strength of the children of Israel. You hear this? He's our hope and he's our strength in a time that's getting ready to go down. When you don't see no sun, you don't see no moon, you don't see no stars. For the destruction that's going to be in the air. But he's going to be our hope. He's going to be our strength. Who's stronger than the Most High? You understand what I'm saying? Nobody. Nothing. But this our hope. This our faith in him. So shall ye know that I am the Most High, your power, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy. We're going to be holy people. And there shall no strangers pass through her anymore. Ain't no strangers. All you other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, you ain't passing through our land no more. It's over. Have your fun now, because when this go down, you through. You ain't walking through our land no more. You finished. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters pure. It's going to be pure, with no filth in it, as it is today. So I said, we're going to drink water, we're going to drink poison and live. But now no more. And a fountain shall come forth of the house of the Most High, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Egypt shall be a desolation, And Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. Wherever you are, Edom, Egypt gonna be what? A desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. For the violence against the children of Judah. You hear that? For the violence against the children of Judah, as we see now. And we have seen. And all 12 tribes come from the waters of Judah, y'all. But he said, for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. You tell me that blood ain't being shed right now? We've seen it. With the help of phone cameras and different videos being shown. We've seen it. You see it. You actually seeing our brothers being put to death, and the verdict is not guilty. That's why he said you're going to be a desolation. You're going to be desolate. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will I will cleanse their blood, that I have not cleansed. For the Most High dwelleth in Zion. He dwelleth within the 12 tribes of Israel. Make us say something different. You can't. He just said, he just gave you Egypt and Edom. It's going to be desolate. Do away with that. It's going to be a wilderness. Desolate wilderness, it says. Ain't nobody going to live here. But Judah shall dwell forever. You hear that? And Jerusalem, from generation to generation. We the 12 tribes of Israel. This is our hope. This is our strength in the Most High. That you all should have. You should already know this. Everything should be already in your mind, because it's going to come a time when, bam, they shut this down. What you going to do then? You only want so much time for him. And he's telling us the good news and the bad news. But I let the good news exceed the bad news, because we've been through all the madness that you can think of, and we seeing it happen right now, that we know this is our hope and our strength in the Most High to come for the future. Well, you don't have to be caught in the slump all the time and this, that, and the third. Be content, because you know what's promised. Heck, whatever's happening here. Zephaniah 12 and 8. Zephaniah 12 and 8. This is the good news. Salaki, Zephaniah, I don't mean 12, it's 2 and 8. Salaki. Zephaniah 2 and 8. Listen, I have heard the reproach of Moab and the ravelings of the children of Ammon, whereby they have reproached my people, disgraced the Most High's people, and magnified themselves against their border. The Most High said, therefore as I live, as he lived, said the Most High of hosts, the power of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom. Yeah? You know what he did? He destroyed 5 cities. Burnt them up. Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah. Even the breeding of nettles and salt pits, and a perpetual desolation. The residue of my people shall spoil them. The residue of his people, which is 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel, shall spoil them, gonna rob them. And the remnant of my people shall possess them.